We're diving into the fascinating history and shocking value of the 1949 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin that collectors worldwide dream of finding in their change. This particular penny is a rare gem, often overlooked due to its humble appearance. So, what makes it worth a life-changing amount of money? To understand the story behind this penny, let's go back to 1949. America was booming, and the Lincoln penny was already a staple in the economy. Pennies from this year are made of copper, weighing 3.11 grams and having a diameter of 19 millimeters. But what makes the 1949 Lincoln penny without a mint mark unique? Lincoln pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, distinguishing them from pennies produced in Denver or San Francisco. While millions were produced, only a select few have become incredibly valuable. Let's look at what to watch for on a 1949 penny. Make sure the coin features Lincoln's classic profile on the obverse and the wheat reverse, with E pluribus unum above the wheat stalks. These design details are standard, but the coin's true value lies in its condition, rarity, and errors. Some of the most valuable coins are those with rare errors or anomalies. On the 1949 Lincoln penny, look for features like double die errors, where parts of the design appear duplicated or doubled. Also, check for misalignments or variations in the rim and edge, as these flaws can add significantly to the coin's worth. Coin collectors are particular about grading, which is essential for understanding a coin's value. The 1949 penny in pristine mint state condition is incredibly rare. Coins in uncirculated condition, with no wear or scratches, can fetch thousands to millions. The fewer imperfections, the higher the potential value. So, why is this coin worth over $1 million? A record-breaking sale of a 1949 no-mint mark Lincoln penny occurred due to its near-perfect state and historical significance. Collectors and investors pay top dollar for well-preserved coins from significant eras, and this penny exemplifies such rare finds. If you have a 1949 penny, take a close look. Use a magnifying glass to inspect it. Look for double die errors, pristine surfaces, and any unusual characteristics. And if you believe you have a valuable one, consult a professional coin grader. They can confirm its grade and value. If you're lucky enough to find a high-quality 1949 Lincoln penny, no mint mark, you can explore options like online auctions, reputable coin dealers, or even heritage auctions. Remember, proper grading and authentication can make all the difference when selling. The 1949 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a treasure hiding in plain sight, possibly worth millions. It's a testament to the saying, one man's penny could be another man's fortune. Who knows? The next time you check your spare change, you could find a coin worth $1.1 million. Have you ever looked at a simple penny and thought it could be worth a fortune? Well, get ready, because today we're diving into the incredible world of the 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that's shocked collectors by reaching a value of up to $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. A coin worth 1 cent could actually be worth over $1 million. But what makes this penny so special? Why are collectors and enthusiasts willing to pay such mind-blowing prices? Let's break it all down. The first detail to pay attention to is the missing mint mark. Normally, Lincoln pennies minted in Philadelphia bear no mint mark, while those from Denver or San Francisco would have a D or an S. But here's where it gets interesting. Some 1968 pennies with no mint mark have a unique, high-quality finish that wasn't common for circulation coins, suggesting they might have been specially struck. This specific coin stands out because of its remarkable mint quality, potentially meaning it was struck with extra care, perhaps even intended for collectors. Coins with this proof-like appearance or extraordinary detail often capture attention, and when paired with a no-mint error, it becomes a prime piece for any collection. Errors and anomalies make certain coins exceptionally valuable. Some of the rare 1968 Lincoln pennies were struck with such unusual detail that it raised suspicions that they might have been intended as special coins but ended up in circulation by accident. Collectors love this kind of mystery, it makes the coin incredibly rare and desirable, driving up its price astronomically. So, why $1.4 million? Coins with error traits combined with excellent quality can spark bidding wars among collectors, and that's exactly what happened. The rarity of finding a 1968 penny in pristine condition with no mint mark, combined with collector interest, led to a record-breaking auction price. Now, there are very few known examples in such perfect condition, and that scarcity adds even more value. Want to know if you have one of these valuable pennies? Look closely at your 1968 Lincoln pennies for these things, meaning it was likely minted in Philadelphia. Check for clean lines and a high-quality finish. Any irregularities or unique markings might just mean it's one of those special, valuable coins. Keep in mind, though, that only a professional appraisal will tell you if you truly have $1 million coin on your hands. So, the next time you're sorting through your change, don't overlook the pennies. That small coin might just be worth a fortune. The 1968 no mint mark penny is proof that you never know what hidden treasures might be waiting right in your pocket. We're diving into one of the most talked about coins in the penny world, the 1968 Lincoln cent. Believe it or not, this tiny coin, with its little S mint mark, has reportedly sold for over $1.3 million. That's right, $1.3 million for a penny. Stick around to learn what makes this coin so special, how to spot a valuable one, and what you need to know before you dig through your own pocket change or collection. Let's start with some background. The 1968 penny was produced at the San Francisco Mint. That's what the S mark stands for. This particular mint mark can sometimes mean higher value for collectors, especially if the coin has unique characteristics. 1968 was an interesting year for U.S. coins, with production ramped up to meet demand. And while most 1968 pennies are worth only a penny, there are some incredibly rare versions that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. So, why would a 1968 penny be worth $1.3 million? Great question. The high value comes down to a few very important factors: condition, rarity, and errors. First off, condition is king. Coin collectors, or numismatists, highly prize coins in mint or near perfect condition. A 1968 penny that's never been circulated, with no scratches, stains, or signs of wear, could fetch a high price on its own. Next, rarity plays a major role. Although there were millions of these pennies produced, only a handful have been graded in perfect condition by top coin grading companies like PCGS or NGC. These top-tier coins are what drive up the price for collectors wanting to complete their collection with the best specimens out there. Finally, and probably most exciting for collectors, are errors. Some 1968 pennies have fascinating mint errors, like double dies or off-center strikes. These mistakes happen during production and make each error coin unique. A double die, where the details appear twice on the coin, is especially valuable. And when combined with high-grade condition, that's when you see prices reaching into the 6- and 7-figure range. Alright, so what should you be looking for? Here are a few tips to help you identify if your 1968 penny might be worth more than face value. Make sure it has that S mint mark, indicating it was made at the San Francisco Mint. If there's no mint mark, it's a Philadelphia penny, and it won't hold the same potential. Look closely at Lincoln's face, the date, and the letters for any signs of doubling. You might need a magnifying glass or a microscope to spot this. A double die error on a 1968 penny could make it incredibly valuable. Condition is crucial. Coins that have been well preserved over the years, with no nicks or scratches, are far more likely to be worth a lot. Coins in mint state or graded as MS-65 or higher are the ones that really attract collector interest. If your coin looks to be in great condition or has visible errors, consider getting it professionally graded. A certified grading by companies like PCGS or NGC can verify its authenticity and give you an official grade, which can make a huge difference in value. You can look up recent auction sales for 1968's pennies to get an idea of its potential worth. Sometimes, these coins have sold at famous auctions for high prices, so knowing this can help you make the best decision when selling. If you really think you have a valuable piece, auctions are a great option. Many top collectors are willing to pay more when they know they're competing with other buyers. Alright, coin collectors, that's a wrap on the 1968's Lincoln penny. This little coin is proof that even a penny can be worth a fortune if it has the right combination of condition, rarity, and unique features. So, go ahead and check your collections or even your loose change. You never know, you could be holding a piece of history worth over $1 million. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you won't miss any updates. And, let me know in the comments, do you have a 1968's penny or another coin you think might be valuable? We're diving into an extraordinary coin that could be hiding in your pocket change. Imagine holding a penny worth not $1, not $1,000, but a staggering $1.7 million. Yes, you heard it right. The 1971 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is one of the most valuable pennies in the coin collecting world. In this video, we'll talk about why this particular penny is so sought after, its unique features, and how you can tell if you have one of these rare treasures. First, let's talk a bit about what makes this coin so special. The 1971 Lincoln penny is already a part of American history, but what sets it apart is the lack of a mint mark. If you look closely at most coins, you'll see a small letter indicating where it was minted. This could be a D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, or sometimes even a P for Philadelphia. But in 1971, the Philadelphia Mint decided not to add any mint mark on their pennies. So, if you have a 1971 penny with no mint mark, it's likely from Philadelphia, but what really adds value is when this no mint mark penny has certain rare qualities or minting errors. Now, let's get into why this penny can reach values as high as $1.7 million. One of the primary reasons is its rarity combined with high-grade minting errors. Collectors are on the lookout for coins that are well preserved and graded in near-perfect condition by professional grading services. Some of the features that make this coin valuable include doubling on certain letters or numbers, an off-center strike, or even unique marks that make it stand out from other pennies. But remember, not every 1971 no-mint mark penny is worth millions. It's the combination of these rare features and pristine condition that truly drives up the price. So, how can you tell if you have one of these million-dollar pennies? First, examine the coin closely under good lighting. Look at key details like the word Liberty, the date 1971, and any other raised letters. If you notice any doubling or unusual markings, it could indicate a valuable error. Another great tip is to use a magnifying glass to spot any minor imperfections or special qualities. But the best way to confirm if you have a treasure on your hands is to send your coin to a professional grading service. They can authenticate it, give it an official grade, and even offer you an estimated value. You may be wondering how often people actually find these valuable coins. Well, while it's rare, people do come across valuable coins in everyday places like spare change or old collections passed down from family members. So, if you have a jar of pennies lying around or even an old coin collection, it's worth taking a closer look. Imagine finding a coin worth a small fortune just sitting among your change. In recent years, the value of rare pennies like the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has only gone up. With collectors constantly searching for high-grade, unique coins, the market value continues to rise. So, if you happen to have one of these in top condition, you're sitting on a potential gold mine. Experts believe that rare coins like this will keep appreciating in value as they become scarcer over time, making now a great time to get involved in coin collecting. To wrap up, the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is truly a gem in the world of coin collecting. With the right combination of rare minting errors and a high-quality grade, this simple 1-cent coin could fetch you up to $1.7 million. So, take a look at your pennies. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for joining us today, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more exciting coin discoveries. Don't forget to like and share this video with anyone who might have a rare penny hidden away. We're diving into a fascinating coin that's been turning heads and catching serious attention from collectors, the 1972 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but it could be worth a staggering $1.3 million. That's right, if you have one of these pennies lying around, you could be sitting on a fortune. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets behind this rare penny, why collectors are so excited about it, and how you can determine if yours might just be that rare gem worth over $1 million. First, let's get a bit of background on the 1972 Lincoln penny. In 1972, the United States Mint produced pennies in large numbers at three main mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint coins, unlike those from Denver and San Francisco, are typically distinguished by their lack of a mint mark. So, if you've come across a 1972 penny without a mint mark under the date, it's likely from the Philadelphia Mint. Now, what makes this particular year so special and valuable isn't just its age, it's a unique error found on some of these pennies known as a double die. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a double die? In coin collecting, a double die error happens when a coin's design is accidentally struck twice, slightly offset, during the minting process. This creates a unique doubling effect on the letters, numbers, and sometimes even on the details of Lincoln's profile. In the case of the 1972 no-mint Mark penny, this doubling can be seen most clearly on the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 1972, itself. Collectors love these double-die coins because they're rare and visually striking, and this rarity has only increased demand over the years. So why is this penny valued at such an incredible $1.3 million? There are a few reasons. First, the rarity of finding a 1972 double die in mint condition makes it highly desirable to collectors. Since most pennies are quickly circulated, they're prone to wear and tear. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is rare and adds tremendously to its value. Second, the demand for unique errors like this has grown tremendously, especially in the last decade. Collectors and investors are willing to pay a premium for coins that stand out, and few coins stand out more than a double die error in a well-known coin like the Lincoln penny. And finally, the 1972 double die penny is seen as a piece of minting history. Owning one is like owning a little piece of a fascinating, accidental legacy, which is why serious collectors are willing to invest heavily in these coins. If you're wondering how to identify a 1972 double die penny, here's what to look for. Start by examining the text on the front of the coin, especially, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 1972. With a double die penny, you'll see a clear doubling on these inscriptions, giving them a slightly blurry or shadowed appearance. You don't need fancy equipment, but a magnifying glass will make it easier to see these details clearly. Pay close attention to any doubling in the lettering. If you find a 1972 penny with these features, you might have a valuable coin on your hands. Condition plays a huge role in determining the value of any coin, and it's especially true for the 1972 double die penny. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. To reach the $1 million range, your penny would need to be in almost perfect condition, meaning it should look nearly the same as when it was first minted. Coins that have been circulated or show significant wear will still have some value, but they won't fetch nearly as high a price as those in mint condition. If you think your penny might be valuable, it's worth having it professionally graded to confirm its condition and authenticity. Now, if you're lucky enough to have one of these pennies, you might be wondering where to sell it. Coins of this caliber are best sold through reputable auction houses or certified coin dealers who specialize in rare and valuable coins. Going through an auction can help ensure you get the best possible price, especially if there's a high demand at the time. Online platforms can work, but to maximize your potential earnings, professional appraisal and auctioning is often the best route. We're diving into an unbelievable story about a humble 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny valued at nearly $2 million. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and let's talk about what makes this coin so extraordinary and how you could spot one just like it. First off, let's talk a bit about why the 1973 Lincoln penny is such a big deal. Produced without a mint mark, this penny came from the Philadelphia Mint. Now, the absence of a mint mark isn't always unusual, but here's the thing, certain 1973 pennies have rare characteristics that make them stand out. Some of these coins have highly unusual features, like doubling on the front, deep dye errors, or high-grade preservation that have sparked serious interest from collectors. These are the factors that can turn a single cent into a small fortune. So, keep your eyes peeled if you ever come across a 1973 penny, as the rarity of these errors makes them highly sought after. Now let's discuss what collectors look for in a high-value 1973 penny. Quality and preservation are key. Most pennies from 1973 have been in circulation for decades, so they've likely picked up a lot of wear and tear. But, the few that were never circulated or have minimal wear stand out. Coins in mint or near-mint condition with minimal scratches and sharp detail are always more valuable, especially when graded by agencies like PCGS or NGC. A top-tier, almost flawless 1973 penny, especially one with an error, is what collectors dream of. If you happen to have a penny from this year in mint condition, it's worth considering professional grading. It could change everything. The next thing we need to talk about is doubling, also known as a double die error. In certain rare cases, a 1973 penny might have visible doubling on the front, especially around the letters, "In God We Trust," or Lincoln's profile. This kind of error happens during the minting process when the die imprints the design onto the coin more than once by mistake. These doubling errors can be subtle, but if you notice any signs of this, you might have a super valuable coin on your hands. This kind of doubling can send collectors into a bidding frenzy since it's so rare to find one in good condition. Let's dive into the million-dollar question: how could a penny like this be worth $1.7 million? When it comes to coin collecting, it's all about rarity, demand, and quality. A 1973 penny with an exceptionally rare error, in near-perfect condition, might only come around once in a lifetime. That level of rarity means that collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices. The value is driven by auction houses where high-profile collectors are ready to shell out millions to add such a unique piece to their collection. And remember, the value could even rise over time as interest in rare U.S. coins grows. So, what should you do if you find a 1973 Lincoln penny? First, take a close look at it. Check for any doubling or unusual marks, and see if it's in good condition. If it looks promising, consider getting it professionally graded to know exactly where it stands in the market. You never know, a single penny could change your life if it turns out to be one of these high-value coins. We're diving into an incredible story surrounding the 1976 D. Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. What makes this coin special? This isn't just any penny. Believe it or not, collectors and numismatists have appraised this coin at an astonishing $1.7 million. So what is it about this penny that makes it so valuable? Let's look into its fascinating background, unique characteristics, and current market value to understand why this little piece of copper has made such a big splash in the world of rare coins. Starting with its history, the 1976 D penny was minted in Denver during a year of patriotic significance. 1976 was the year of the United States bicentennial, marking 200 years of independence. While special quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins were issued to commemorate this, the humble penny also holds its own appeal. The Denver Mint marked these coins with a distinctive D to indicate they were produced in Colorado. Most pennies from 1976 have a typical collector's value, but a few special characteristics can send its worth skyrocketing. One key reason for the high value of this particular penny lies in the rarity of its condition. For any coin, rarity and condition are the two main factors that drive value. The 1976 D penny we're talking about is an ultra-rare find in nearly perfect condition, likely graded as MS 67 or higher, meaning it's in mint state with only minor imperfections under magnification. Coins graded at this level or higher are exceptionally scarce, making this penny highly desirable for collectors. Another reason collectors prize this coin is due to potential minting errors or distinctive traits in the die. Some 1976 D pennies exhibit unique characteristics, like doubling in the lettering or anomalies in Lincoln's image. Such errors are incredibly rare, and collectors love them because they are essentially one of a kind, turning what was once a common coin into a treasured item. So, what about the current market value? Over the years, pennies from the 1970s have appreciated in value, largely thanks to their historical context and the appeal of the Lincoln series. But the 1976 D penny is a standout. Coins with near-perfect grading, especially those verified by major grading services like PCGS or NGC, have seen auction prices that defy expectations, with some going as high as the multi-million-dollar mark. In fact, one such penny recently achieved a valuation of around $1.7 million in a private sale. This level of value is unheard of for most pennies, but it emphasizes how scarcity, condition, and historical appeal can create the perfect storm for a collector's item. Now, if you're wondering if you might have one of these hidden treasures, it's worth looking through any old coin collections or even jars of loose change. Even if it's not in the near-perfect condition that brings in millions, a 1976 D penny in high-grade condition could still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Be sure to handle it carefully and consider getting it graded professionally. In closing, the 1976 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a fascinating piece of American history, and its incredible worth today shows just how powerful the world of coin collecting can be. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this penny serves as a reminder that sometimes, the most extraordinary things can be found in the most ordinary places. We're diving into a coin that's capturing serious attention in the coin collector community, the 1987 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. Now, you might think a penny from 1987 is just a regular old coin, but what if I told you that some of these are worth up to $1.4 million? Stick around as we uncover why this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a fortune. First, let's talk about why the 1987 Lincoln penny with no mint mark stands out. As we know, coins minted without a mint mark typically come from the Philadelphia Mint, but not all pennies from Philadelphia are valuable. What makes this particular penny so special is its unique combination of rarity, condition, and errors that collectors are willing to pay big money for. In this case, certain varieties and rare errors have been discovered in 1987 no-mint mark pennies that make them incredibly valuable. So if you've got a 1987 penny at home, it's time to check it out. Point 1 key factor that can make this penny worth so much is its condition. Coins graded in near-perfect or uncirculated condition tend to fetch the highest prices. Collectors and grading experts use a scale called the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. If your 1987 penny with no mint mark is in mint or near mint condition, you're looking at the highest possible value. A grade of MS 65 or higher is where the big bucks start to come in. If your penny shows no wear, no damage, and has been preserved well, you're in luck. Aside from condition, let's get into the errors and rare features that make this coin so valuable. Some known error types include doubling or double die errors, off-center strikes, and other unique features like die breaks or die cracks. A double die error, for example, happens when the coin's design is stamped twice onto the metal, creating a noticeable doubling effect on certain details like Lincoln's profile, the date, or the words on the coin. These errors are highly sought after because they make each coin one of a kind, which is exactly what collectors are after. Another unique feature that could boost the value of your 1987 penny is the level of detail on the coin. Certain coins are struck with a stronger impression, showing clearer details in Lincoln's face, the words, and the rim. These clearer strikes can be worth more since they stand out among other coins. The shine, color, and luster of the coin are also critical. Some 1987 pennies have retained their original red color over the years, which is a huge factor in their value. Pennies are usually classified as red, red-brown, or brown based on their color, with red coins being the most valuable due to their pristine appearance. Now, let's talk about recent sales and market values. High-grade 1987 no-mint mark pennies with rare errors have been sold for thousands, even millions, of dollars at auction. In recent years, prices have only gone up, especially for coins that have been professionally graded and certified. An MS-67 graded 1987 penny with no mint mark and a unique error sold for an incredible $1.4 million. This high price is because such coins are nearly impossible to find, and the competition among collectors is fierce. If you think you have a 1987 penny that fits these criteria, it could be worth having it appraised or graded by a professional. So how can you identify if your 1987 penny is valuable? Start by examining the coin's condition under good lighting. Look for any doubling, clear details, and any signs of luster. If you're unsure, consider having a coin grading service evaluate it. Companies like PCGS and NGC specialize in grading coins and can help determine its true value. Remember that even if you don't have a perfect specimen, slightly lower graded pennies with unique errors can still fetch impressive amounts. If you're a collector or just curious, keep an eye out for 1987 no-mint mark pennies. Who knows? You might be holding on to a small fortune without even realizing it. We're diving into one of the most valuable and rare Lincoln pennies, the 1991 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Can you imagine a single penny being worth up to $1.8 million? Well, let's uncover why this coin is so sought after and what factors contribute to its incredible value in today's market. First, let's talk a bit about the significance of the 1991 penny. The absence of a mint mark indicates it was produced in Philadelphia, since coins minted there often lack identifying marks. While most 1991 Lincoln pennies are worth just their face value, certain qualities can make some of these coins incredibly valuable. Specifically, factors like condition, rarity, errors, and demand all come into play. So what sets this particular 1991 penny apart? Certain coins from this year are known to have unique characteristics that are incredibly rare. In some cases, it's an error in the coin's production, such as double dies or off-center strikes. However, there's one more major factor: high-quality preservation. The value skyrockets when these rare pennies are found in pristine, uncirculated conditions. Coins that appear virtually untouched by time are much harder to find and are a collector's dream. Many wonder how a seemingly ordinary penny can have a potential value of $1.8 million. For this specific 1991 Lincoln penny, collectors are primarily after a coin in MS-67 grade or higher, as graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service or PCGS. Achieving this high grade means the coin has almost no signs of wear, scratches, or blemishes. Coins that meet this standard are few and far between, which drives up the demand among collectors. The right buyer, fascinated by this rare condition, might be willing to pay an extraordinary price. Now, if you're wondering whether you might own one of these rare and valuable 1991 pennies, here's what to look for. First, examine the coin under good lighting and perhaps with a magnifying glass. Look for any unusual features, like doubling on the text or inconsistencies in the minting. Next, assess its condition. Anything that appears as though it's been through minimal handling might hold significant value. However, keep in mind that unless your penny is in nearly perfect condition, it won't reach the top market price. In terms of historical significance, the 1991 Lincoln penny is a tribute to Abraham Lincoln, a figure whose legacy shaped the nation. Collectors and historians alike see value not just in the metal itself but in the story and symbolism behind it. High-value coins like this connect us to the past and remind us of the rich history we share, adding even more to the allure. So, what should you do if you believe you have a valuable 1991 Lincoln penny? The best first step is to have it professionally graded. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can provide an expert assessment, verifying its authenticity and condition. While this comes with a cost, it's well worth it if your penny is deemed rare and could fetch a high price at auction or with private collectors. Professional grading is essential to prove that your coin meets the strict standards required to achieve that $1.8 million value. It's exciting to think that a single penny, something we often overlook, could hold such an astonishing worth. So, the next time you come across some spare change, especially a 1991 Lincoln penny, take a closer look. Who knows, you might just be holding a fortune in the palm of your hand. Remember, coins like these are rare gems, and finding one is a collector's dream.